So this is a little bit of a different video from what I'm used to doing. This one is a fail, and I wanted to show you this, one, because I filmed all of it before I realized it was a failure, and two, to show you that it's okay to mess up. And especially when it comes with, you know, trying to create decor for your aquariums. This is my attempt at creating a shrimp world. I'll put a better word here for my shrimp. And I wanted to use black foam because I have seen so many amazing YouTube videos that do this. And I was like, that looks easy. Why don't I give it a shot? And I will film my updates and my progress along the way. But before I show you this, I wanted to give you the caveat that this was a fail. This did not turn out functional, and I'm gonna show you why after we go through all of the stuff that I already filmed. So here's the time lapse of me building a foam shrimp cave and the things that maybe you can catch it when you're seeing this, that I messed up, that I caused this project to fail. So you've seen it, and I wonder if you caught the things that didn't work out according to plan. The first thing I would say that I messed up that I would advise you to be cognizant of is don't try and do too much on your first build. This was above and beyond my pay grade, which I realized about halfway. No, I would say like a third of the way through when I started to try and build the pool where water would pool in, and then I could put the atomizer and get that nice little goth fog going. I did not glue it well enough and seal it. I had tried multiple times when I realized this was failing to reseal it, and it was just too far gone. There were holes that I couldn't see and creases and crevices that water just, it could not pool. It wouldn't work. The second thing that was a big fail, which I realized the instant I put it in my tank, was this was way too big of a project for such a small tank. That was a 3-gallon, I think, top fin shrimp paradise, whatever tank. It was just too big. It was too overwhelming for that space, and basically gave, if it had been successful, basically gave my shrimp like zero room to kind of frolic around. They had places to crawl and climb, obviously, but it wasn't anything that would be very good for them. I even tried carving it down a little bit, but the foam is just so expanding and massive and overwhelming that, you know, just even nicking it here and there, it wasn't a good thing. It ended up being a scrapped project. I still have it for some reason. I guess I'm just becoming a hoarder now, and I haven't trashed it yet. Maybe hope springs eternal, and I think that I'll find a way to use it again. But what I would recommend for you, if you want to do something like this, is one, don't do all the bells and whistles first. Just start with a really basic cave build. You can make fancier ones later. Just get the first one out of the way. 2, foam is super expensive for what it is used for. That 1 can went to that cave. That whole cave. Like, I didn't have any left after I did that. And if you think about it, yes, that cave thing was monstrosity, but you feel like there should have been more, right? Like, I should have been able to do a little bit more with it. So just FYI, if you're going to do this, just realize that it's going to be, like all of things aquarium, it's going to be expensive. And 3, don't do this in a smaller build. I know that there are super talented people here on YouTube. I'll link to a couple that are just killing it and were my inspiration for doing this. And they do it in small, 3 to 5 gallon aquariums, but they're professionals. They make it look so much easier than it really is. I would say if you do want to do something like this, start with a 10 gallon, maybe just, your standard rectangular 10 gallon. And that way you'll have enough room to manipulate things should you need to. It was really hard to dig into that tank and carve away because I don't have, there's not a lot of space in there. So I would recommend A, starting slow, B, realize how much this is going to cost you, and C, starting with a bigger tank. I thought maybe if I started with a smaller tank, it would have been, easier, but it ended up being quite the opposite. So that was that was my shrimp fail. My shrimp are happy in their other tank, and yeah, it is what it is. That's fine. At least I tried, right? And I wanted to let you know that you might mess up. Hopefully you don't, but if you do, I did it too. It happens, whatever. So if you liked this video, could you do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because it tells YouTube that I'm doing a good job and it gets you updated content right away from my channel. But in the meantime, I hope you have a fantastic week. I will see you in the next video.